Welcome back to another episode of Chisme with Doknow.
Yes, sir.
We are back, and we got my brother from the IE.
Yes, sir.
Probably the only food from the IE I like.
Yes,
J.I.
sir.
Bandz.
Hey,
You gotta-
that's an honor,
Do
right
you guys
there.
say IE or you guys just go like San Bernardino?
Nah, IE because you feel me. The IE is a lot, like
Yeah.
Riverside, Moville, San Bernardino, Rialto,
Moville.
Shout out to Moville. The
Moreno
murder.
Valley.
Yeah.
That's the furthest I've ever drove for some punani. I was younger too. It was like right before COVID. No, actually, I was maybe like 19, 18. I linked up with somebody. Her family lived in the San Gabriel Valley, but I remember like we had already kicked it with her family, and she's like, "Come to Moville."
Yeah.
I have a cousin. Her cousin was a whore bag. And then I just brought the Humvee and I would crack the cousin and we were just
that's
kicking
how
it.
you do it.
And we're kicking it in some random ass park in Moreno Valley.
Yeah.
Maybe I shouldn't have done that.
It gets grimy out there too.
It gets grimy for sure. But we got J.I. Bandz and we're just talking about Fentanyl, you guys.
Yes, sir. yeah. It gets.
Put it a little closer to the mic. But there's fentanyl in San Bernardino too.
I mean, I feel like there's fentanyl everywhere right now.
100%.
That's a bad drug right there because they be getting it. They be telling everybody it's Percocets. That shit ain't no Percocets. That shit fentanyl.
That's just dangerous.
That shit kills people. That's why I fuck with Blazzy, because I see Blazzy, you know.
Shout out Blazzy. Yeah, that's my brother right there.
He be putting the shirts up and he be like, you know, letting people know too, like.
Say no to fentanyl and shit like that.
Say no to fentanyl, because matter of fact, I just lost my little cousin. When I lose him, like a couple months back, like 3 months back.
I seen that. So I seen that. That's where one of my questions was going. But
my little cousin do the most. Yeah, my little cousin.
And you lost him to fentanyl?
Yeah, he lost his life to fentanyl. RP do the most. My little cousin.
How young was he?
He was 18, just turned 18.
Oh my, damn.
That's what I'm saying too. Like, that's why I be trying to push that shit to like the younger cats, the younger ones out here that be thinking that, you know,
that are wild.
Yeah. But I understand that shit. You know, when you get around your people, you know, you do some wild shit.
Thing.
You know, you react off of impulse. Like, you know, you just wild. You just acting up. You just doing crazy shit. You know, ain't nobody can tell you no. Like, you know, you just fucking.
What was your? How'd you guys find out? If you don't like, you don't have to go into super duper detail, but like, how'd you guys find out like that you lost your cousin, or
well,
like
shit.
what was your day like right before that situation?
I was on my way from LA to the IE, and I got a phone call. And when they called me, they told me like he didn't make it, and that's when I was like, damn.
Oh, so you already knew that something had happened to him?
Well, basically, they told me right then and there. They told me right. My cousin called me, and he's like, bro, like, he's up in the hospital right now. Jordan's in the hospital right now. Like, I don't think he's gonna make it. So that's when I was just like, what the fuck you mean he ain't gonna make it? What happened? And he told me the whole rundown. When he told me the whole rundown, I was just like, damn, like, I wasn't expecting a call like that.
Nah.
Especially because me, like, when I be seeing my little cousins, I see the little homies, like, I see them, I never go a day without gaming my little boys up.
Yeah.
Gaming my juniors up, on my little youngins, I game them up all the time. Every time I see them, I'm like, man, you know, stay up out the streets, fool. Like, there ain't nothing, this shit ain't nice, like, you know. But, you know, you can't really tell people, you know, because I feel like I was there too.
Yeah, like you don't want to sound like a hypocrite.
Yeah, exactly. Especially when you would hear from people that never lived that lifestyle.
Yeah.
You're like, man, shut the fuck up. Like, you know, like, you don't know about this life. Like, you wasn't out here. You don't know about none of that. But I feel like my youngins, they know, like, okay, like I be trying to tell them, like, use me as an example. Like, look, you could do something with this. Like, you can make, you know, a living off of
a
music.
Vibe,
do something. Like, you can do something, you know. So, like, whenever I see my youngins, I always try to game them up. So I always tell them, stay away from them Percocets. They ain't real. That's fentanyl, you know. Stay away from this. Stay away from, man. Don't entertain them bums over there. They ain't doing nothing. Like, we're doing something over here. Like, you know. I even tell them all the time, too, like, come rap. Like, I'll do whatever I can for your music. Yeah. But I be telling I be trying to tell them, too, like, I'm not going to just sit here and hold your hand through this music. If you want to rap, you do it. But I want to see you go and do what you got to do to get here.
You got to put in the footwork.
Put in that footwork, and I'll use my platform to help you, because I feel like if I hold your hand the whole way, how does that make you man? How does that make you independent? How does that, you know?
100%.
So it's like, yeah.
And I'm assuming the fentanyl put him in like cardiac arrest.
Yeah.
Like
sure.
it kind of like they probably had him on the machine.
I want to say it stops your breathing, right? Like it stops like a respiratory, like.
Yeah, that's what it does. Cause my homie died like that, and they found him at a park. My homie Julio.
Oh yeah.
He died like that, bro, and his situation was like they thought he was asleep.
Yeah, I have a
died. Yeah,
I have a one of them too. One of my boys, Conrad, rest in peace, Conrad too. He popped one of them. This when I first started coming around, and yeah, he passed away next to his girl. He fell asleep next to his girl. He was drinking, and his girl thought she was just sleeping the whole night. Tried to wake him up in the next morning, and he was blue.
Yeah, so like things like that happen. But I'm sorry to hear that, especially like
nice. You know, it's
and at 18, bro, like I remember when I was 18, I'm pretty sure, bro, like you were like, I don't give a fuck.
I don't give
like,
a fuck. Nothing can stop me.
Yeah, like
nothing can stop me. I'm gonna do what I want. Like
100%. And so I can only imagine his, like I'm pretty sure he was listening to you, but he was also like, bro, like to him it's like it's like you're doing it. I'm gonna just do my thing with my homies, and it was probably, and that's the fucked up part about pushing that shit that is just so like terrible, like because it looks like everything else.
Yeah, for sure. It looks just like a pill. Looks just like everything. It's a ghost.
You could implement it anywhere.
Yeah, for sure.
And bro, like let's just say like you like I remember like did you ever watch like A Million Ways to Die?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Bro,
but sometimes that show be showing some random ass shit. That shit be random. I'll be like.
But let's think about it like this, right? Let's just say if I put a mask on and I'm a taxi driver and I'm a serial killer, right?
Okay.
And I put on my fucking window all the way up, I lock him, and somehow I have fentanyl coming out through the AC.
Sheesh.
And you don't know? Like that's how dangerous that drug is. Word.
I want to say I seen this police officer one time on. I want to say I was on Instagram, and she was searching someone's car, and she opened up the thing. She opened up the bag or something like that, and the dust went in the air and the particles. So that's just to show you that motherfucking drug is dangerous. That drug is dangerous right there. So it's like, damn, like
how are you guys? I mean, obviously, with something like that at such a young age, bro, like real young age, like how do you say sorry to your tia or tío? Like, how do you explain to them that it's, and I've seen you like I've seen your like kind of like career. I follow you on IG, you know.
Yeah.
So like, you've lost friends before. Like, do you feel like it gets easier?
I feel like, man, like a part of me, like yeah, and then no, because like sometimes I was telling I was having a conversation with one of my boys too, and I was just like, damn, like lately the past people that have been passing away, like. I haven't been crying. I haven't been doing none of that shit. I feel like it's just starting to become normalized, but it's like, it's bad to be like that. It really is. It's bad to be like that. But when we lost my little cousin, we did like fentanyl awareness, like little things for the city and shit like that. All the lowriders came out, you know. My family, we all went out there, you know, participated, you know. Damn. But yeah, for sure, like, you know, I could say that, you know, it does. It gets normalized after a while to the point where it's like you get numb to it. Like, you know, before I used to sit down, drop, roll on the floor, cry, but now it's just like, you know, but it's fucked up. We need to change that for sure. We need to change that.
Nah, yeah, and it's one of those things where you can't tell, like, I don't know how, like, what do you tell your aunt? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you tell your uncle? Like, what do you tell their siblings? Which is like, oh, I'm sorry. And then there's only like, and
that's what's crazy too, because when I seen his dad, like, and you know his dad is like, you know, like we're like kicking, like, you know, we chill, we family parties, we chilling, we're drinking, we're like, you know, we're always laughing. So to see him and see the hurt in him, like,
fucked you up.
It really fucked him up. Yeah, like it was sad. Like I want to say still to this day, like. I still see him, and when I see him, it's like not just laughing and giggling. Like it's like, you know, it's you can see the hurt in him, and that's why, you know, like every time I see him, I'm like, man, I'm sorry, you know. I even did a song too. I got the EP coming too that I sent to his dad because I shouted him out in the song, you know. Even though I feel like is
that like an emotional song that you have in there?
A little bit, yeah. It's Heaven Sent Hell Raised, because lately I've been feeling like, you know.
Yeah.
You know, Heaven Sent Hell Raised, so.
Oh, that's a trip, fool.
But I said in the song, I lost my little cousin do the most to a fent pill. Worst part about it, we can't turn a pill to a drill. Like basically, like you can't slide on nobody. You can't retaliate. You just got to take the loss and just be like, damn. Like, but hopefully the new generation coming will take that into consideration.
And does that ever trip you out, fool? And I know you. And now that you're telling me this, now I know why you hit me about the shirt I'm dropping. The good Diane.
Yeah.
And I was shout out you. You want to support, and I just want to throw that in there because the reason I say that, dog, is because me and you were young, fool. Like we're young, but I do remember seeing like when my homies died at 18. We were all 18.
Yeah.
And they got smoked. My homies got smoked. And you're like, in your head, you're like, bro, what the fuck? Like, you only gotta live 18 years.
Yeah.
Like you only gotta live. Like you never went to a bar, like, and that shit will fuck your head up when you're thinking about it like that. And I could imagine you, bro, like you're living the utmost life. You know what I'm saying? You're striving to be this this great rapper, but also this great person. I see you with your
Yeah.
kids, bro. Like
Yeah.
you went, bro, and your kids. Shout out your kids, very beautiful
Yeah,
kids.
I love 'em. I
Yeah,
love 'em.
and I could tell you're just like on super daddy mode.
Yeah, yeah.
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying? And
I know it sounds cliche to say, but like when people say like when you have kids, like it's really a different love. That's
Yeah.
facts. Like that's not what they be saying. Like I know when I used to hear that, I'm like, man, that's cliche. Like everybody says
Yeah, everybody
that. You know,
says
it's
that, yeah.
corny, but it's like, nah, it's real. But back on that topic where you said about you know, the good die young,
Yeah.
like as fucked up as it sounds, but I feel like some people, you know, not deserve to die, but some, you know, God has a plan for everybody. So like when my little cousin died, I felt like if at the end of the day, like maybe God wanted him to be the one to be like, look,
it's a fucking example.
this shit ain't nothing to play with. All you kids over here popping perks, doing all of this shit ain't nothing to play with because this is happening every single day.
Yeah.
in all these type of places.
and
so it's like,
and that's a good, and the way you're looking at it, fool, is like when my homies died, my city, because it was like a lot of crazy shit that happened, but my city, I feel like everybody got more aware.
yeah, that
Shit's still gonna happen.
Yeah, for
Motherfuckers
sure.
still always gonna have guns,
guns
but
fighting, yeah.
and whenever I tell my hom, whenever I like preach the like, I'm like, obviously I do all the funny shit, but I'm a very emotional person.
Yeah.
And I'm like, bro, my homie Ma was like one of the most funniest foods ever.
Yeah. To
Like
the point
he-
where it's like you're a good character. How did
Yeah.
this happen to you?
The homie Sykes, I have videos of me and this for clowning.
Yeah,
So it's
yeah.
a weird thing when and you would hear that saying like the good die young when you're growing up, like, oh yeah,
Yeah,
the good.
yeah.
And you're like, I don't get what that means. I don't want to
Yeah,
die
yeah.
at 13,
Yeah, for
14,
sure.
15. But then you think about the shit that everybody was made to put, like, bro, like when my homies died, I wasn't thinking like, oh, this is a way for me to be like, you know, this is gonna be an extra push, like, oh, Doknow, you were meant to do this. But now that I'm sitting here and doing all these
Yeah.
great things, I'm like, that's what that kind of like the saying means.
Yeah,
and
for sure.
and it sucks, but
Yeah.
life's a trip in the ghetto.
For sure,
And
for
me
sure.
and Jay have, this is just an interview, but we have something that I knew that you had to be a part of that I can't tell them yet. But the shit I told you about.
Well, you gonna have to refresh my memory a little bit.
In your city, just in your city.
Oh yeah.
Like
for
that's
sure.
something where when I was pitching this to my
Yeah.
team, I was like, bro, we gotta do it
And I
on
feel like-
J.I.
Yeah.
and his city.
Yeah, for sure. I feel like because I got so many stories, man. There's so many stories that I could talk about
And-
and I could run in there.
Yeah.
It's just, you know, we're going to have to do it a proper way because, you know, it can't
Yeah,
get
no,
dangerous out there.
it's gonna be a beautiful thing because the
Yeah,
way I
yeah.
have it set up, I'm like, I kind of did it before already, but I'm like, now I have it more planned. I want to
yeah. Nah, but I feel like that would be dope.
yeah,
That's
it's gonna
something
be
that
dope.
we have to do.
And we're gonna show the happy side of shit. Like I
Yeah,
wanna,
yeah, for sure.
I want to show because it's like
I don't know if you ever seen like them corner stores that I be shooting videos
Yeah.
at. I grew up in them. I lived in 3 different houses in them corner stores.
Yeah.
So I spent years and years at them corner stores. And them corner stores, I want to take you guys.
Yeah,
right
no,
there.
no, it's
and,
bro,
and
like-
we used to. If you would wake up in the morning and literally look outside the door
And
and,
it's a
just
corner.
see who's all at the corner store.
Yeah.
And you'll be seeing and everybody you be smoke some like what's up, roll one. They'll be like, all right, like I'm gonna come right now. Go put brush your teeth real quick and go like, you know.
Nah, and I've seen, and I think like I'm a big like I think everything has a meaningful. That's just my thing.
Yeah.
And when I see your videos, I'm like, dude, like I could imagine myself like fucking a bitch there, or you know what, having a barbecue here, or like
Yeah.
or kicking it with the and
Yeah.
I'm like an observant like that. Like even when I did my pro club job, I was like, hey, this is the route we're gonna go.
Yeah, for
Like
sure.
this is how we're gonna do it. Like
Yeah.
there's the route we're gonna go, boom, boom, and that's just the
I'm
way.
just trying to figure out how we're gonna do it because man, it can get sketchy right there. You
No,
know,
no,
especially
look,
right
when I
there.
was pitching it, hold on,
Oh, man.
hold on, let me tell you, I was telling the homies, I'm telling like my shout out my boy Andres, he's the one working on this, and I don't want to speak on too much of it because I can't wait till it comes out because
Yeah.
bro, that's gonna like, because you haven't done that yet.
Nah,
You did
I feel-
something similar, but it was just based on one day, like the way
Yeah,
the shit
yeah.
out. So I don't want to speak, but in my head I was like, I looked up your city and I was like, I was like, do I want to die in a corner store in San Bernadino?
yeah.
I'm like, Jay, you better not get me killed, motherfucker.
Now that's what I be trying to explain to people because you know some people be like, oh yeah, like so and so is the king of the city, so and so is the king of the city, so and so. I'm like, man, that place is a free for all. Like that place is a free for all. Like man, like everybody can
The
get it
ghetto
out
is a
there.
free-for-all.
The ghetto is a free for all. Like yeah, man, anything could pop off at any single time. So I was like, man, and to sit there and be talking to a camera and be talking to the camera, I'm like, man, we might just need a security just so when I'm turned around and I ain't watching my back, the security could be watching my back or something.
Nah, yeah.
Because I do feel like if we were to have a bunch of homies out there too, you know, the cops might just come and, you know, sit everybody down, you know.
But see what I want to, we'll talk about that.
Yeah, we'll talk about that. But that will be it. Yeah, for sure.
But just know that your lifestyle, obviously, there's so many lifestyles like yours in different ghettos.
For sure.
Because there's a lot of other people that I had in mind, but when I was thinking about you, I was thinking about like, I've talked to you off camera.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
When me and this fool talk, it's not like, right now we're sitting down and having like an interview, but we really have conversations.
This
like
is a professional talk, right?
Yeah, but we be like at the club,
for
that's
sure.
when we were taking shots, and it was like,
And
I
ain't gonna lie, I was fucked up that night too.
I was fucked up too.
Man, I had a
That's
good time
your brother
right
just got it out.
Yeah, man.
He was like hella serious. I'm like, you want a shot, Pedro?
Man,
he was like,
my other little brother too. He's just down right now too. He just got locked up too. Man, I don't even know if I could be talking about that. Can I talk about that? Like,
I mean, don't say his case, but like, shout out your little brother. But the cops be tripping in San Bernadino.
Yeah.
The cops, they be on you tough.
I mean, I had a few like run-ins with like, you know, homies telling me that they got pulled over. You know, cops are always asking about this. I did an interview one time too, and I heard the cops went and raided the interview the next day, like, you know, so like little things like that. Then they raid the interview and they're asking the interview like, oh, because I did it in downtown San Bernardino.
Yeah.
And it's like they were asking like, you know, little questions about me. So, but I don't think they realize, you know, that I'll be chill. I'm really just making money off of music. I ain't doing nothing stupid. I ain't doing nothing because I know too. Like as soon as you get into the music, they wanna be on you. They wanna know like, hey,
they want you to be an example too.
Yeah.
And especially like you and your homies, you fools are a lot. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. And I know we've been through a few situations too where you see my people, like we pull up to, you know, certain places, shows.
Gang. It's like homies.
Fuck, like, you know.
Yeah. And they're cool. But look, I've hung out with a lot of different groups.
Yeah.
And you know me, I'm like, I'll say hi to everybody. Like I'm jumping around. One thing about your homies, food, like obviously there's gonna be crazy homies, but all the ones I've met. Yeah, and they've always just been fools, dog. Like,
for sure.
Like when I mean fools is not like when we say fools, people might, but I mean like they're cool, like they're laughing with us, like they're not like nobody's too gangster in J.I.'s group. Like
that's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like, you know, like
that's why it's a beautiful thing that you have people like that around you, though.
Yeah, because I feel like that's how we are on a daily basis, like. Like I swear, you put my boys on camera, they don't even know how to act in front of a camera. They just gonna keep talking shit. They just gonna keep clowning. Like that's what we do all day long. And I feel like sometimes, like, you know, you gotta put that low, but man, it's fun hanging out with them. It really is. But the fucked up part about it is like if I was to pull up like a music video right now, like on a TV or a screen, I could sit there and name like 20 people that are in them fucking videos. They're all locked up right now. Like all my people's, like I don't know if you noticed, but little by little, like my videos have been coming like by myself. Yeah. Because all my people are locked down right now.
And do you feel like it's a direct shot? I'm not saying just you, but you think somehow they're trying to make your homies an example because of you type shit?
Well, I feel like my people too, just everybody that I hang out with, everyone that I hang out with, they're always in and out. They're always in and out. They're always fighting cases. They're always like, everybody that I hang around with, they're felons. They're doing this. They're doing that. So it's like, you know, it's
part of the lifestyle.
Yeah, it's the lifestyle for sure. It's for sure. But yeah, like my videos have been getting smaller and smaller because they're all locked up.
But also, and that could mean one thing, but it could also mean growth, fool.
Yeah, too. Yeah.
Because I remember you telling me like I'm really from where I grew up, fool. Like this is my city. Yeah. And that's rare, dog. And I don't.
Yeah, for sure.
And I don't know if you understand that. Like I'm telling you from the perspective I've seen of different rappers, bro. Every time I see you with the same fools, and I've seen you for the last 3 years.
For sure.
I know rappers that had their homies they're cool with their homies for 6 months.
Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, and I seen that's what's crazy too. Because when I got into this music, I would like, you know, I would see people chilling again. I'd be like, how long y'all known each other? They'd be like 6 months, a couple of months. I'm like, damn, that's crazy because everybody I've known, I've been knowing since middle school.
Yeah,
like
you guys are best friends. Like,
yeah.
So big ass block and we're all best friends.
Yeah, and I trust them, you know. I trust them if anything was to ever go down. I trust them to have because they got love for me. Yeah. Like, you know, so yeah. That is facts. Because San Bernardino's small. It's so small. Like everybody from the neighborhood, like they related to cousins. They got a cousin, this cousin, that. So we ain't even really cousins. So we say we're cousins, like but like it's like that. It's really like that in San Bernardino.
One of my sister's best friends, her baby daddy's from San Bernardino.
Oh, for real?
And her family's like from out there. And I was like, and they're like, Jay? I was like, yeah. And they're like, that was cool as fuck.
Yeah, for sure.
Well, I'll take more off camera, but I was like,
yeah.
But I was like, yeah. I was like, that's my boy. Like I fuck with him. They're like, that fool's a cool ass food. They're like,
yeah. And I feel like that's what I always wanted to be known as too. Like, cause I feel like a lot of people, they get into this music and they start acting cocky. They start acting like, oh, I can't talk to you. Like, man, I used to sleep on floors. Like, I used to sleep on homies' couches. Like, the homie used to sleep on my couches. Like, man, I ain't no better than none of y'all. I'm just like y'all. Like, we used to wake up in the morning and eat 50-cent cakes and 50-cent sodas for breakfast with a fucking blunt, So it's like I ain't no better, like, so I don't sit there, I don't treat nobody differently. I don't treat, I'm gonna treat everybody how I want to be treated.
And your shit's genuine, fool. And I was talking to it, Free Little Weirdo.
Yeah,
I was talking to Little Weirdo about it, but he shouts you out in the song. I don't know if you heard it.
Oh, nah.
Have you heard it?
Nah, I don't think I did, man. Let me hear that. Hey, he's good people too. He's good people.
Great person.
He's good people too. I fuck. And that's what's crazy too, because I feel like every single rapper that I ran into, man, we all had genuine love for each other, like like even Phoenix. When Phoenix came to the block, man, I wish Phoenix was right here. We was outside, hundreds and hundreds of people. Strapped up, big blowers. We was out there wilding. And he was chilling. He came, him and like 2 people. And I let him know, like, bro, you good over here. Like, you solid. Like, we had a dead end street. Like, hey, But like, yeah, that's what I feel like I want people to, I want them to be like.
Nah, it's a beautiful thing, fool. Like, I'm trying to find this song, but cause I'm in it, and then he mentions you too.
Oh, for real?
And I'm like, bro, the bar. I be playing it when I be driving with the bitches. Go ahead, you can grab the water. You can pass it.
Yeah.
Pass the fuego. The water, please. Or you.
Appreciate that. I need me some of that right there. It's a little.
Damn, can I find it?
What's he say though?
He goes like, shout out the fuck. Oh, right here. Let me see. Let me find it. I don't want to put too much of the song out there because Little Weirdo be talking.
That's fly. He did that. Yeah, that's fly. That's why he shot that.
Yeah, but my boy.
Hey, free him. Yeah, free him too. Free him too. Yeah. Free him too. We went out there too when we went to go shoot the video. We slid out there on them and shit like that. They was out there deep too. It was a gangster party. That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what I like about this shit. We go through. I feel like at the end of the day, we pull up to these spots and it's just a gangster party. Like it's just a bunch of like at the same time like just a bunch of like respectful men. Like everybody knows how to hold each other down. Like nobody ever acts weird. Like nobody ever acts too gangster. Everybody's just out there networking. Just
And I was having this conversation. I'm going to cut you off, but that's what I'm saying. Like, I was having this conversation with somebody, and I was telling them, like, they're like, because like, people would ask me, like, you need suede? I'm like, hell yeah.
Yeah.
They're like, Peso? I'm like, that's my brother. Like, they're like, this, that. And I'm like, bro, one thing about our generation, whether we are what we are or they don't like our lingo or whatever, I'm like, bro, we all get along.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like, bro, like, And I'm like, I'm not walking. When you met me, was I deep?
Nah,
I was like 3. I was me, Denner, Jakarta, and Pee.
Yeah, for
and I walked in like, what's up, motherfucker?
Yeah, for sure.
And you fools were already like, oh, Doknow, my boy. And it was just, and it was cool.
Yeah,
when I first met Weirdo, like, it was cool. Like, I'm like, bro, we don't like, shout out the older generation. It was a beautiful struggle they had to go through,
Yeah, for
and
sure.
Of course, they did a lot of crawling so we could walk and run and all those things.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah,
but when we come together, like it's cool. Like
it's cool. It's a vibe. It really is. It's a vibe. Like we chill, we network, but at the same time, once everything is put away, we kick it. We have fun.
Yeah.
Joke around, talk shit, play.
Yeah, and it's a beautiful thing. But you guys, I gotta give you guys your respect for that because I feel like you guys, even the little weirdos, the RP Sway, like you guys did that where we were all just kicking it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
And it's a beautiful time for like, especially us young Latinos, and we're all cool. Like, there might be differences between certain foods.
Yeah. That's gonna be everywhere. That's gonna be everywhere,
and that's their thing. But I think from the most part, we're all like, yeah, we're cool. Like,
for sure.
There's gonna be a time where we might have to do a big ass barbecue. And
for sure. Yeah, that'll be fly. That'll be some fly shit. Yeah, that'll be fly right there. Yeah, for sure.
But I do want to get into some fun shit.
Okay.
Dude, you did it. Okay, so when I first followed you, I think it was during COVID, and you.
I don't mean to cut you off, and I was saying too. I was like, I know he want to tell me something crazy, and it was making me nervous. I was like, what is this fool want to get on? Nah, it's cool. Yeah,
but I want to talk about 4th of July in your hood.
Okay, yeah.
Because oh my God, bro.
Yeah, for sure.
Can you give me the rundown on how, like, I'm pretty sure your older homies have done that for years.
Yeah.
It's been it's a trademark in your city.
Yeah.
But when I saw it on your story, I was like, "Dog, this food is ghetto. Who cleans this?"
Yeah, for sure. I mean, yeah, we've been doing that shit for years. Shout out to my people that be running that, every year. Is it like
a community thing?
Nah, it's not really like a community thing, but it's like, homies have cribs right there, and people that we went to high school with. It's just big. It's just like a big ass San Bernardino like block party.
That's what the fuck. That's
it's a block party. Like that's what it is. Like so we go through right there. We kick it. It's all a good time. It's a good thing. I do something for the kids. Like I do a little performance for the kids in the middle of the street. Like it's cool. It's a vibe. Fireworks like crazy though. The fireworks are crazy. Ain't none Disneyland. Ain't none Dodger Stadium. Ain't none of that. That shit ain't nothing compared to what we like right there.
And I seen the Kevin Mora vlog. I like that shit.
Yeah, you see the cops?
I saw the cops
pulled up deep. They pulled up like 30 deep. Like,
and what were they tripping about?
They was tripping about the fireworks, but what they were saying was like, we know a lot of these people right here. We know a lot of gang members, so they were like, we know people are on parole. We know people are on probation. Like, we ain't trying to come up in here. And they're like, and we know y'all have a bunch of illegal shit rather than just fireworks. He's like, so we ain't trying to come over here and do none of that. They're like, but you guys need to stop with the fireworks. You guys need to stop with the fireworks. But, they're tripping. They don't like the ones that go airborne and shit like that. So they were tripping. They're like, we're going to come through and shut this shit down. But what got them so, like, timid is because when they pulled up, everybody went to the street and everybody was talking to them. And they started playing, fuck the police,
Like
MW,
fucking with the cops.
Yeah, fucking with them. But everybody was playing with them, keeping it cool with them, playing with them. I know there's probably like this female, she started twerking for them. Like it was a joke, but
I seen the female twerking.
Yeah, you wanted her, huh?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Okay, this is my thing. We're gonna talk about I don't know who's here with you.
I can get you her ad. I'll just play. I was just playing.
You're gonna fuck your ass. Hey, I didn't set him up. Has nothing to do with me. But we are gonna talk about some San Bernardino biddies.
Yeah.
Okay. But I seen the female twerk and I thought it was hilarious because I've seen that where I grew up. I've seen that before.
Yeah.
Because I grew up in San Bernardino. Your guys' block's a little. Where I grew up is like a little block, but I seen. Yeah. We went through that like as kids.
It's funny too because where we do 4th of July is where I shot the video Bucket List and the song Major.
Yeah.
So that's right there. That's on Vine and Mount Vernon.
And they're
right there in the west side. So yeah, like. Yeah, it's cool right there, but it's none but love. It's none but love. It's none but family right there. It's none but people that we grew up with.
Fucking did they end up tripping?
Nah, they left. They left after that because we started, we put the fireworks down for a little bit. We started putting the low ones for the kids and shit like that. And then, like an hour later, we started getting it cracking and picked it right back up. Nah. Because you got to understand, they driving around the whole city doing this to everybody, But I know they probably know, we go crazy.
Is it illegal in San Bernardino?
Yeah, for sure. I want to say it's red, what is it called? Like a red area where you can't light it because there's mountains and they can catch on fire.
Yes, okay, yeah, we don't have that in LA.
Oh, nah.
You could do it. You
can?
You can.
Oh, man, we going to have to take it out here. We're going to have to bring all the people out here.
No, but then it takes the fun out of the cops.
Oh, yeah. There ain't nothing fun about cops. There ain't nothing ever fun about cops.
It's funny.
Man. Yeah, it's funny. It's good for content, but it's like when that shit really comes down, they start kicking indoors.
When they start kicking
that's
indoors,
where shit gets ugly.
But also like the cops, like I'm a San Bernardino police. I don't want to be your enemy, but dick, like if there's a day where these fools are not shooting themselves or doing all this shit and there's kids outside and things happen. Don't get me wrong. Like my homie passed away on 4th of July. That's what took so but like. If there's a day where these fools aren't showing their fake guns to the camera and they're just popping fireworks and there's kids running around,
let them enjoy their time.
Let them
have some good.
Obviously, yes, nobody wants a fucking fire because then you would have to evacuate.
Yeah.
But maybe be like, hey, you know what? Just you guys can't do it passing this street.
Yeah.
Do it this way and just let them, let them. Yeah. Let them be kids for
sure, and I feel like that's what it's about, is spreading that positivity because every day when there is shit going down every day, people dying, people doing this, people doing that, gang banging, street, tagging and everything like that, you know, it cause a lot of violence. So when something like this is, you know, it's good to just, hey, let them enjoy it. That's why I love holidays. That's why I love Easter.
I love holidays.
I love Easter. I love Christmas. I love all of that because you get all your people together. I don't know why. I feel like Easter is probably like one of the flyest, you know, holidays for us because all our people get together, you know, everybody starts, you know, the barbecue comes out. It's a vibe.
Yeah.
It's
How's Christmas in San Bernardino?
I mean, Christmas, we really didn't do Christmas like that. We just did Christmas at a little family house this year. But like, yeah, we usually do like Christmas with the family, you know, Thanksgiving with the family. But Easter's more like outside, you know, that's the spring, it's good weather.
Yeah.
You know, you go through, we always go to the same park, you know, we always see the same families there, you know. And there's times where like, you know, three of our family, you know, 3 family members, they doing right here, we doing right here, we doing right here. And we just all just, you know, just all combine food together, combine, you know, DJs, we all play the same music. We have like a family member come and dress out in the Easter Bunny outfit, and it's a vibe. It's good. It's good for the kids.
What's the vibes like? Like what is J.I. Bandz family cooking?
I mean, my family is like, you know, like, cause my family isn't too much like, my family's like third generation. So like we're cooking like, you know, I don't know, potato salad.
Yet?
No, I don't.
Oh my God.
Like my it's okay. So like my
who knows Spanish? Your mom.
No, my mom is like broken. My mom is like broken Spanish.
Her mom knows Spanish.
My pops is more like broken Spanish too. But my dad's mom speaks Spanish. My dad's mom speaks Spanish. My mom's mom spoke Spanish. My mom's mom spoke Spanish. So we're like, we got into that. Yeah, you know. Okay. So like, we going to
the out, fool. You gotta learn some Spanish.
Yeah, I know, man. I need to. But yeah, for sure, like, you know, but it's like potato salad, macaroni salad,
barbecue ribs.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel that. Damn. Have you ever had a carne asada before?
Yeah, for sure.
Or you guys call it a barbecue?
Yeah, we call it a barbecue.
Yeah. I always thought about, but I like that, fool.
But
like
you know what? I feel like that's what it's becoming to, because San Bernardino wasn't too like that. But I feel like lately it's been like that. Like in Muscoy, it's been getting. I think it's probably JOP. That JOP's bringing that heritage back, you know, bringing that, you know, that vibe back.
I'm not a fan of Muscoy.
Nah.
You know why?
Why?
Because my bitch goes up there and party every other fucking weekend.
Oh, yeah, because Muscoy's got the ranches over there. They be having ranch parties over there.
Okay, so my bitch live in...
powdered out over there. Oh, yeah, it gets crazy
okay,
over
so
there.
my bitch live in Fontana.
Okay.
And she be going to, and she's like, I'm gonna go to Muscoy and party in a ranch.
Yeah.
I'm like, bitch, well, who?
Exactly, yeah.
The other day, she was at a ranch party. I was like, I'm gonna hit this for J.I.
Yeah.
Tell him to hit his little homies and my bitch is there.
Yeah.
Can I perhaps take her back home?
Do.
And she's like, Muscoy's kind of like, I'm not too sure. She probably not even too hip, but she's like Muscoy's not like, it's like nobody's hood, so like they're just ranches.
Yeah, it is. Like you be driving around there, you see people just riding around with horses.
And I'm like,
riding around with horses, and they be doing like this thing like too, like every so often, like where they have like a bunch of vendors come out right there, and it's a vibe.
Yeah, so she tried to take me, and I was like, look, I'm not going in to the IE unless I'm going with J.I.
Yeah, come on,
and
man.
I'm like,
come on.
Oh, another fucking thing I gotta tell you. This is what I forgot to tell you. I kicked it with a biddy.
Okay.
And she was like, hey, my cousin said you asked J.I. for protection last week. And I was like, what? Like her sister's mad. Hold up, let me tell you.
Okay.
And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, yeah, where were you last week? I was like at Escape, I think.
Yeah.
And I'm like, and she's like, yeah, she said that you were asking for protection. I was like, at a rave?
I mean, I feel like, you know, ain't nothing wrong with like, because it's like you're not necessarily asking for protection.
The way she said it was like this fool was saying that I was like calling you like,
please, I need you to come over here and make sure I'm safe.
Every time I go to San Bernardino,
like
my goal is like, let's kick it if we can find a way to kick it.
Yeah, for
and every time I'm out there, I call you.
And you do. Yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like,
weren't you just out there for
Hard Summer?
No,
Hard Summer was out here.
Here. Yeah.
I was gonna be there in 2 months.
Yeah. That's crazy, man. I never went to any of those.
We were talking about that. I was trying to convince you to come.
Yeah, I feel like I need to. I need to step out of that comfort zone and go to something like that.
It's
go
beautiful.
Do something
It's
like
calm.
That. I feel like with me though, I get bored real easily. Or
Pop
something.
a Molly and drink a for local. You'll be all right.
That's crazy too, because I don't really do no drugs like that.
Oh, okay, yeah.
I did though. I was bad. I was bad on drugs. I want to say like 2 years. For like 2 years straight, I popped perks, Norcos every single day. So now I barely drink alcohol, smoke weed, I don't do anything. I don't pop no perks, don't sip no lean, I don't do nothing. It'd be crazy too, because I go to studio sessions with homies, And they be like, so you trying to pour out? I'm straight. You want some alcohol? I'm good. Like, I'm gonna do this shit just, sober minded.
I'm gonna get high real quick.
But I do want to go do something like that. I do.
But she was like, yeah, 2 weeks. And I was like, what are you talking about? And then I was thinking, like, I was looking through my stories and I was like, oh, I was at the rave. And she said, and I was like, this motherfucker's pillow talking on me? I was like, oh my God.
I don't even talk to no female.
No. It wasn't the female.
Oh, it was a guy?
It was the guy.
Yeah.
She was telling, the guy was telling her man, the guy was telling his girl, I was fucking around with the sister, that was a situation. But I was confused. I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
And I was like,
I don't think there's nothing wrong with it,
No,
I don't think there's nothing wrong with it because I feel like when you go to someone's city, you're not necessarily asking them for protection. You just being like, what's good? Like, hey, what's up? Let's kick it. At the same time, let's make sure, we good. Hey, if you come through 20 people, I got 20 people, we good. Who gonna want to fuck with us,
Yeah.
But it's like, at the end of the day, it's like, it ain't nothing about protection. She was she was probably mad at you, fool. She's like, no.
The way she was saying that, I was like, what do you mean?
Yeah.
And we're just chilling. I'm finna go get my dick sucked real quick, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm like, whoa, that's crazy right now. You know what I'm saying?
Who's player, huh?
And I'm like, I'm trying to tell her, like, yeah, I'm in the city. So every time I'm here,
I'm gonna check in.
What I tell you, like, hey, where can I get carne?
Yeah,
hey,
for
Jack,
sure.
Where
the bomb food spots at?
Or,
where's this at? Hey, how far? I remember one time you even asked me how far you was. Like, how far were we from each other or something like that? And I was like, damn, we like 20 minutes away or some shit like that.
No, I think one time I asked you, I was like, hey, Jay, I'm staying right here.
Too,
and you were like, Doknow, you my boy, don't go there.
Yeah, don't go over there,
Damn, that shit was loud as fuck. But you were like, Doknow, don't go there. And I was like, oh, it's dangerous? And I was like, yeah. And I was like, okay, I'm finna have the hunger get off to go to the liquor store. And then when I pulled up, said and done, there was a bunch of fools kicking in.
Yeah, for sure.
And it's not that, like, I'm not from out there, but food's like just being extra.
Yeah, for sure. And I feel like, man, that's the thing about this new generation now, too. Like, clout is a drug.
Clout is a drug.
Like, man, like, it gets to the point, too, where you just like, damn, like, I don't even, and that's what's crazy too, cause to know, like, damn, I don't even beef it with these fools. These dudes don't even know my everyday life, but they'll want to whip you, they'll want to strip you out your jewelry, they'll want to do anything just to put you on Instagram and be like, I did that. Just to be like, I did that, just so they could get 5 minutes of fame on Instagram. And so it's like, it really is, it's bad. It's
bad. And that day I called you, shout out the homegirl Jiz, her homie gave us like a spot to go get ready and change. And I was like, hey, Jay, I'm good right here. Like, and it wasn't like, but I was like, this shit look grimy. And you're like, send me the Addy. I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna let you know if it's grimy. And I sent it to you and you replied, ooh. And I was like, oh, baby. I told the hungry, bitch, you better get off for this drink. But it's more like, fool, like.
Where am I at? Like,
I know, fool. I have little homies that are pieces of shit for no reason.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, like, why do you want to rob that person? Leave him alone. But everybody has that. Every ghetto has similar things.
For sure. I feel like every city's the same. Every city's the same. Every city got a ghetto. Every city, some are just worse than others. Like,
but see, that's why. But she was telling me that I was like, Jack's my guy.
She was pillow talking
on
me.
Pillow talking.
The fuck is this fool saying? I thought we were boys.
I thought we were
dogs. This is what you're doing for
I've been waiting on it until I interviewed him. I was like, wow, Jay, you said that about me? Man, I thought we were friends.
You couldn't just fuck her off just GP. You had to talk down on me.
But talking about San Bernadino hoes, Jay, you don't know one of the most thirstiest things I've ever did, brother?
Man, what?
I took the Greyhound to San Bernadino.
Damn.
To get some punani.
Damn, that's crazy. That's crazy. Took the Metro Link. Next is the Metro Link. Next is the Uber.
I've Ubered a bitch to San Bernadino.
Have you ever got off on a Greyhound and see that little prostitute, the street? Man, it's crazy.
That's where I got picked up.
Oh shit, you with the business for that?
And I was like, I don't know if she's really that worth
it. Hey, that shit is crazy too. That shit is crazy.
It's ugly. That dirt downtown looks like Skid Row.
Yeah, but if you jump down that street and you go down that street, you see like 20 of them on the blade, 20 little prostitutes on the blade. Yeah, G Street.
Because that's where the Greyhound stops at.
Yeah.
Bro, when I got to the Greyhound, I was like, oh.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. Hey, you see some little bad ones right there too. You like, yeah, $40, $60. It might be worth it. Let me find it. That's what you was doing.
Nah. Yeah. I would tell you if I was fucking hookers. Promise you've never fucked a hooker in my life. I just want to put that out there right now.
Hey, man.
Jay, don't you?
Hey, what'd you say? What did they say? He's like, look, I didn't pay her to have sex. I paid her to leave.
I paid her.
I paid her to leave.
That's the pimp talk.
Yeah.
You gotta stop listening to
yeah,
Sharp.
yeah, you feel me?
That's the pimp talk. Sharp would have been, I would have broke a bitch.
Yeah, it's player
1
right
minute
there.
waiting there, I would have broke a bitch.
Nah, but you know what's crazy? I remember one time my boys were riding around there and they was throwing shit at one of the little prostitutes and shit like that. And they was throwing shit at them, playing with them, you know, fucking with them. One of them called their little pimps right there. He slid through, whipped burner out on them and was like, y'all keep fucking with my bitches, I'm gonna pop you. But he seen that they was kids. So he kind of like let them slide, you know, but he got out on the homies and told the homies like, hey, I'm gonna pop you little fools if you fools don't start fucking with my bitches. Like, and sure enough, the homies was like, my fault. Like, you know.
Like, we thought it was fun.
Yeah. He's like, nah, I'm right here in the street. I'm watching y'all, like, you know. But yeah, it gets wicked right there.
Hey, bro,
it gets
when
wicked.
I got
They being watched.
But I got there in the daytime.
Oh yeah.
But it was.
Okay.
But look, fool. That's when I figured out San Bernardino looks a little depressing, pero. Because when I got there, look, when I got there, you know what it reminded me of? Like boarded.
Yeah.
So I got there, right?
Yeah.
And she scooped me up, and it was like a cloudy day.
Yeah.
And I was like,
them days be sketchy.
And I'm like, damn, this shit look a little sad. I feel like crying right now. And then I remember I was like, dude, what the fuck? And then as I got more knowledgeable, it's when I first started popping off. So it was like, it was cool, but the bitch was cool.
Yeah,
and shout out her. I don't know if she still watches, but shout out her. That was my first like little IE biddy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I thought I was doing that.
You proud of that one? You probably had that one on your belt?
I was like different county bitches.
Yeah,
you know
come
what I'm saying?
on, different area codes.
Different area codes. But the girl, but every time I see your videos, I'm like, there's some little baddies in IE. They don't always have a good rep, brother.
Yeah. I mean, yeah.
Cause your boys, every time I see them, they're like, dude, no, come fuck with a bitch from the Dino, and I'm like, I don't know if I really want.
Like, come fuck with the bitches out here in the Dino, they could fight.
yeah, dude.
Them bitches
boy, you remember that conversation I was having with your boy?
Nah, which one? Mr. Still Hitting Licks?
Funny?
Yeah.
Motherfucker
He's busted right now too. I'm waiting for him to get out, man.
Free the guy,
him,
bro.
yeah,
Bro is one of them fools. That's a character, and you don't give him a camera, he's too wild.
Yeah.
He's like he doesn't believe in being woke. Doesn't know the difference, but. He was like, yeah, dude, no, you need you a San Bernardino bitch. He's like, my bitch, she got stupid fades.
She's 20 and old.
And I'm like, what you mean? She's like, yeah, my
and
bitch.
she got brass knuckles.
And then she's like, yeah.
She got an unregistered gun.
Yeah, and I was like, what do you mean? He's like, yeah, fool, my bitch way more tatted than me. And I was like, what the fuck?
Damn.
And I'm like, and these fools are tatted. They have like a thing for tattoos. I think it's their fetish in San Bernardino. If I go over there, I might have to get tatted. I don't have a neck, so I might have to do a fake like face tat to go fuck me with a look. Cause see, when I go
that's facts though. That's facts though.
They have
the homie's dead. Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, I thought it was like the craziest shit. But free the homie too. Free him. But the homie's dead. He has half of his face and it's all a skull. And I always thought that was fly. I was like, this is fly. Like I want that one day.
I don't know, not one of these fools homies that has a tattoo you can't see. Like I'm like, why do you have? Like, this shit's just blasted right here. I'm like, why'd you get that? He's like, that shit look fly, don't it?
That shit look fly, yeah.
And I'm like, oh. They all have a fade with a nice little tattoo on the cut. I'm like, see, when I go to San Bernardino, let me know if my fit's gonna work, right?
Yeah.
So I'm gonna wear some fly babesters.
Okay.
And I'll salute shirt because that's the thing right now.
Yeah, for sure.
I might have to wear like a San Bernardino hat, but I might have to get a little custom one, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I'm saying? I don't know what team should I wear?
I mean, I feel like...
Should I come with like a little custom LA hat? Nah, because then that starts a conversation about like the Dino better than LA, and then I have to back up the city. Yeah. I might get packed out by 30 fools. You know what I'm saying? Man,
I feel like, I mean, there's a couple of hats to stay away from right there, but for the most part, you good. You good. Like hats, you know, some hats got a meaning out there, but for the most part, you good. You good. You can come through with a nice little
so I'm gonna wear some fly
hat or something like that. That one's smooth right there.
That one's smooth.
Bad Ways. Hey, shout out my dog Bad Ways right there. That's good people.
Yeah, I don't know who you are, brother, but I like this hat. I wear it a lot.
Yeah.
So a lot of things.
Yeah.
I'll be like on a really huge platform with this hat. We might need to do a collab, brother. But okay, so I go with a nice little V hat.
Okay.
So I'm trying to think of a team. Give me a team.
Pirates.
Okay, I'm gonna have to wear a pirate hat, but it's not gonna be folded all the way. I realize they don't fold their hats like we do.
Not really.
So I might have to just little fold it, you know, right before I get out
a slight fold.
Right before I get out the car, fold it. I might have to wear like a nice little jacket. I'm gonna bring my chains. I'm gonna bring my chains.
Bring the bussies out.
I'm gonna bring the bussies out. I think I have like 2, 3 of them. They're not too crazy, but I'm gonna wear them.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna wear a nice shirt, and then I'm gonna wear some nice pants. Mm-hmm. They might have to say like some type of design in the front.
Man, but you know what's crazy too? I feel like San Bernardino never really had like its own style. Like it never really had its own style because me, I don't know, when I used to see the older cats, you know, when I was a youngster, like I used to come out and see them, it was all the same. White t-shirt, Levi jeans, but with Jordans. You know? I feel like my generation was more the ones to take that extra leap. To come out, throw the skinnies on, throw the designer shoes on. Yeah. Man, we used to get so much shit from the homies. We used to get so much shit from the homies. I'm telling you, the homies used to come through and used to clown us. They used to clown us all the time. They used to be sitting there like, man, how you got this big-ass Glock with a 30 round in them skinny-ass jeans? And I used to tell them all the time, hey, but you know what I'm about. And they'll be like, nah, it's cool. Like, y'all do that, that's fly. Like, you know?
Do your own thing.
Yeah. So we used to be around the older homies, skinny jeaned up, and they used to be in their big head, big-ass white T-shirt, big jeans. But, you know, it was fly to them. They liked it. It.
And also it's a generational thing.
Yeah, for sure.
But I have seen pictures of when you were your older homies, and you can see the difference.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, I think I seen a picture where you guys are all together, and it's like there's 2 fools with a Glock, but just one of them has a super extra 7XT white tee.
Yeah.
And then there was somebody else with a nice ass Babester tee like this.
Yeah.
And I thought it was, but it shows culture, fool.
It does, yeah, for sure.
It shows a lot of different things.
Sure, yeah. But man, y'all, all the ones that's dressing, man, we took so much shit for y'all. We took so much shit for y'all.
Used to
so
cook
y'all better,
like crazy.
Yeah, for sure.
Do you remember?
Sure.
Did he ever have a time where you maybe like got into it with somebody because they were just hating on the little younger generation for like dressing? Like, did he ever hate on a fool that was like just trying to impress the older homies, so he was like kissing their ass and you had to beat his ass? Like, man, fuck you, fool.
Nah, cause I feel like I don't know if it's just because we was just well respected, but like our little squad too, like it was cool. Like, you know, we got along but there is people that are like that, you know. There's people that are like that you know act out in front of certain people and shit like that. But for the most part, nah.
You're like,
nothing I could think of right now that's off the top, nah.
But it's okay, so I'm gonna go like this with this fit, right? And I'm gonna pull up.
For sure.
What do I get off the car with? Like, what type of bottle should I have for the San Bernardino Biddy? Like,
I don't know, man. You could do the Casamigos or you could do the Henny, especially who you Henny, man. You might start a fight.
I'm saying,
the female might want to fight you at the end of the night.
This is what I'm thinking about when I was talking to Funny in your group, and you were just laughing. You were observing.
Okay.
You were being scary that day. You didn't want to have a conversation about bitches. But when they were like, don't give them Henny because they're gonna want to fight whatever bitch tried to talk to you, or they're gonna want to fight you. And then I was like, really? Which I know. I've dealt with ghetto bitches before. Yeah. They're not really my forte, but for a San Bernardino hoe,
yeah.
I might have to do it.
I'm
down
an exception, depending how she's looking.
I'm down to get beat up in San Bernardino when I go out there.
Nah.
Not by some fools, but like if a bitch like you, like, look, see, my thing is like I want to be able to go to San Bernardino and know I have a real one waiting for me.
Yeah, okay.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to pull up to your block, Jay, and be like, oh, you're here for jail? Like, nah, I'm here for my San Bernardino Biddy.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to be able to her, like, I'm going to tell her, like, hey, don't you act up, fool. I'm going to have the homie Jazz. I'm going to fuck you up. You know what I'm saying? Like,
for sure.
I want that situation, brother.
This guy, you toxic, huh?
You know what it is? I just want to deal with different experiences in different
for
cities.
sure. It's funny.
Because I'm down. Like, imagine, think about this, Jay. You wake up one morning. You go back to your block. You go have fun, right?
Okay.
And you see me already kicking it there like this, brother, with a Casamigos. You're like, Doknow, what are you doing here? I was like,
what the fuck is you doing here?
And I'm going to be like, my bitch. And then she might have got fucked by everybody, but I don't know that.
She's new to me.
She's new to me, brother.
She's new to me.
And I'm down to get a couple laughs in. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be part of the block.
For sure. That's a weird way to be from that. But hey, let's do it.
It's a positive way to do it.
Yeah, for sure.
Might give her a kid. I might have a San Bernardino.
Hey, whoa.
I shouldn't give her a kid.
Oh, no, man. She gonna be a little Aiden. She'll come out silver tea, walking around, fucking cussing up a storm. And
Whoa. Honestly, I might have to move her down here.
Yeah, for sure.
And then the only time she go up there is if we go visit Theo Jad Bandz.
Yeah, for sure.
Other than that, you can't kick it over there.
I don't know why, for some reason, this is bringing me back to a story about this one female. I remember one time, my boys, we used to, because my pad was the kicking spot. You could ask any of my boys. My mom used to fucking hate it.
You told me.
You know how many times our pad got raided, and my mom hated the shit.
Yeah.
But my pad was the kicking spot.
Yeah.
My pad was the spot. We used to be up in there, 20 kids, 20 adults, 20 just in there chilling. One time, some females came to the crib. She was bragging about her man. She kept bragging and bragging about her man. Who, the bitch? Yeah, kept bragging about her man. All about her man. Man, if she's gonna see this, she probably gonna hate me. She gonna want retaliation. What's up with my dog, man?
Come in. Just enough. Yeah,
She was in there bragging, talking about she got a blower. It's her man's blower in the car. Man.
Okay. So let me ask some questions before you keep going.
Yeah.
Okay. Is this an op bitch?
Nah. She was just cool. She was just like, she just came through. See, one of the homies invited her. She bring 4 little females to the crib.
But she's in your guys' area.
Yeah. No,
she's
she
on
was
y'all
in
block.
Yeah, she was on.
But she's bragging about her man that's not from y'all block.
Nah.
Oh, so bitch, you done fucked up.
Yeah, so okay. she already fucked up right then and there. So yeah, so she was talking about like I got the because she seen us. We was in there blowered up, strapped up. Probably seen shit 30s poking out the waist all time. So she was just like, yeah, I got the strap in the car. I got this. So the homie started clowning. He was like, yeah, you got the strap in the car. I got the strap on me. And he was like, just playing with her, but being sarcastic. Yeah. And then she started getting like defensive. Like, oh yeah, blonde. He was just like, man, like chill. Like, why you getting so turned up? Like, I forgot you a thug. Like, he just kept messing with her mess. And then she kind of like, well, anyway, she ended up getting drunk. She's one of the homies slid her to the back room and shit, did his thing. The other homie didn't even tell nobody. He went in the whip, came out with her blower, and she was tripping. She was telling everybody, give me my gun back. Started tripping. I ain't even gonna lie. Landed up with a little slap up, and she ended up leaving. But it was, yeah, she was active, but I don't know. I don't think she should have got that too, defensive. She should have just kept it,
Damn, they took her, bro. Imagine your bitch coming.
But she was bragging though. She was bragging.
She
was up in the past. She was being disrespectful. She was acting, she was acting out. It's not a lot of guys like that type of shit. We coming with respect. You out here doing all of this, but sheesh, the homie came up on the blow. How often can you say that, though? Man, we used to do so much dumb shit that anybody could have just came up. There's been a couple times where they came through, flamed the house up and shit like that,
That's where they took your gun, babe.
Yep, right there, But, yeah, but as far as her and her man, nah, never. They never came back. And we used to be right there every day.
Did you guys know, like when she was saying she never said her man's name?
Nah, she never said her man's name, never said what hood he was from, none of that. She just,
She was just bragging.
She was just bragging. You
can't be bragging when you go to somebody else's block about to get fucked.
Yeah,
that sounds stupid as shit.
She got smashed. Shout out to her. Like, she a real one for that. She got smacked down.
See, I like these stories, J.I., because it reminds me of where I grew up.
Yeah,
because
for sure.
I look at you and I'm like, J.I. ghetto like a motherfucker. If you guys don't know, J.I. is ghetto.
Yeah.
Were you ever, and this could be before the babies, but were you ever kicking it at the kicking spot and BM came and fucked up a couple bitches that was not there for you?
Nah, never. Never.
Never?
Nah, never.
Or did she ever just pull up and talk shit? She'd have to fuck up the bitches.
Nah, but man, one of the homies' baby moms did that shit. Because we was at the homies, baby mom's crib one time. And
you guys were at the baby mom's house?
Yeah, we was at his crib. He lives with his baby mom. And he was talking about, we was talking about doing a music video. Talking about bringing strippers, all this type of shit for the strip. And she came through tripping. She threw a bottle at me. Tripping. The bottle flew by my head. And I told her, hey, get your girl, bro. Like, I ain't trying to be disrespectful or none of that, but your girl, and she came through, started socking up the homie's car, was out there tripping. So, yeah, BMs could get crazy.
San Bernadino gives me BM crazy baby mamas.
Yeah, for sure.
But see, that's what I want.
I think it's just the San Bernadino on us. We just make them go crazy. We just make these females go crazy.
But this is my thing. Like,
I want to picking at the females.
Like, I want to know the situation, right? Like, if I pull up, right?
Yeah.
And, like, I'm in San Bernardino, and my San Bernardino biddy, but I'm popping.
Yeah, for sure. So I'm him. I'm a trophy.
I'm a trophy, right?
Yeah.
So if Jay invites other San Bernardino biddies, Funny invites some San Bernardino biddies, and then my biddy pull up like, what are you doing in the Dino without me?
Yeah. Ooh.
What do I do, brother?
Ooh. Hey, you just make them fight. Whoever comes out the standing, the winner, that's the one you leave with. Like, hey, let them squabble. Whoever comes out, bloody nose, I'm sorry, you got to go. You're not attractive no more. You bleed. Nah, I'm just playing. But I don't know, man. I think you just take both of them home.
Yeah.
You get today, you get tomorrow.
I like that. See,
that's player.
The Dino swag is different.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, you know what, fool? I have homies that deal with crazy bitches, but I'm gonna keep it a buck. Every area has their type of crazy bitch.
Yeah,
and that's a real thing. Like, you probably
give me an example out here.
Okay.
Okay,
like
give me an example.
A South Central bitch.
Okay.
And if I made a skit about this, a South Central bitch, like if she's from like Figueroa to the left, like she's like an East Side baby, they're a little more ghetto. Like,
okay.
They're like more like, well, you bitch ass nigga, I'll fuck you.
Oh, they out there with it. They ain't even hiding it.
With a knife balloon.
Ooh,
stupid ass whip.
Ooh, nah, it's more like stupid bitch.
Yeah.
Stupid ass bitch.
She might have an infinity.
Yeah. Ooh.
She might have an infinity. Stop me when I'm lying, Jakarta.
Is the infinity? Does the bumper not match the natural color of the car?
No, it might match, but the wheel's pink.
Oh yeah. Okay.
Okay, that's a little easy.
When she stop at a red light and she floors it, does the black smoke come out the exhaust? Because she need a smog?
No. But she don't need a smog, but the hood might be different.
Okay.
Ghetto bitch. She might have heels in the front seat after a long night.
She just be driving by.
Ghetto bitches, they're with it. They work hard. They probably got a family member from a super active hood.
But you can't take that out of them.
Exactly. Okay. Yeah, and then you go to like a little Culver City bitch.
Okay.
Like a little West LA bitch.
Okay.
And they a little more like, they might got real hoop earrings.
Ooh, okay.
They might be swaggy, extra swag. I'm not saying the East Side South Central bitches ain't swaggy, but the Culver City bitches, like they're just a little. It's a different type of swag.
Okay.
Everybody has, they're.
Would you say they're a little bougier?
They way more
slightly bougier.
They might
more?
Get down with you, but they might like. They like it's just a different type of vibe.
Okay.
And I'm talking about the girls I fucked around with. So they're closer to the beach.
Okay.
They might have a best friend that's white that they really like.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Like yeah.
When
bitch.
they need a ticket to Disneyland or something, that friend's gonna pay for.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? So they with their first paycheck, they probably want to go buy something fly on Melrose because they're not too far. They go down La Brea. Okay. It's a little different type of swag.
Okay.
It's a little different. It's just a little.
It's a little upper class.
It's a little more, just a slight bit.
Slight bit, yeah.
You date a bitch from Inglewood. She might tell you like, I know Rucci. She thinks she knows every rapper.
Oh, okay.
You know what I'm saying? It's
she calling him by his real name.
Probably.
Yeah, she calling him by his real name.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And there's different types of everywhere. I like Angie. Shout out Angie. Works for Chisme Doknow. She's from Inglewood.
Okay.
But does she give you like Inglewood vibe dress?
Nah, she give me proper like
rocker vibe.
Yeah,
but see, there's something like that.
For sure.
But Angie, you're from like the west side more?
Okay,
so you're towards where? But you're by SoFi. So that's not too far from like La Brea. So they're a little more hip.
Oh, okay.
Because she probably got homegirls that are like.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
And I got and everybody's different. And then I got like, and then you got bitches from like my side of town.
Okay.
And I feel like everybody does similar things.
Yeah.
But like my bitches from side of town, they're like, it's just a little different. They probably, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know. I'm trying to like, they probably kicking out a rooftop out of view. And then I'm talking about when we're kids. Now everybody's,
They got story highlights.
Story
highlights. Their story highlights is looking
They're
good.
Super hip. Every once in a while they do beer runs.
Oh shit.
You know what I'm saying? They might come up on a bottle. They probably worked in downtown before. Their first job was probably at a small store in the alleys. Their boyfriend probably worked security before. They probably went to LA Trade Tech and got a little cosmetology job.
I don't know why I don't want to get too much off topic right now, but I want to ask you. I want you to give me a story of a beer run.
Of a beer run. Oh, I have a couple, fool, but
which one stood out to you the most?
One of my best beer runs of all time, and we didn't even happen. We didn't complete the mission, but we saved the homegirl.
Okay.
Shout out my homegirl Valerie. We call her Rella. That's my dog right there. Rella's the bitch. Like,
ooh.
Like Rella slapboxed with us in high school.
Oh yeah. Oh, she's one of the homies. She's one of the homies.
Yeah. She's like, what motherfucker? Like,
she's one of the females that if a female's acting up with you, you go and get her.
She calls us all types of bitches.
Oh, okay.
Like she gets along with us like that. Like,
she's that cool that she can call the homie a bitch. Like, okay.
So we're drunk, we're blacked out, and they're like, hey. So the way we would do it is, who has the least beef in the certain place we're at?
Okay.
And who has the whose turn is it?
Okay.
So, and usually you will send a fool with the bitch. Like, you go with the bitch. Like,
play it off. Make it look smooth.
It's a little smoother. Like, fuck it, Doknow, you go. And I think the homies had already bought beer. it was our turn to go do our, like,
Okay.
it's even
just
like,
in case we run out.
like
we gonna
if
need
I-
some
like,
extra.
Like if I smoke out, I don't expect to smoke out, but
Hey,
I already looked out.
Yeah, come
so
on,
I'm like,
man. Return the favor.
But I told Dorella, like, I think the homies were like, yeah. And shout out my boy Sykes and the homie Evil. They're like, yeah, we're about to run out of beer. I was like, all right, fool, fuck it. Me and Rella's turn.
Yeah.
So me and Rella took off. Walked through whatever shit. I think we walked, I want to say we walked down Bonnie Brae or Burlington, but we ended up at the Rite Aid on 6, right here in the area, not too far from here.
Yeah.
And we end up right there, and we get in there, and it's cool. But the homegirl Rella's not coming out.
Ooh.
She's like, I'm gonna run out. We just stay by the door. We used to have dope fienders.
Yeah,
So when the security guard tries to grab it, just bow, like sock that floor. Whoever's, or like just sock that fool.
Yeah.
You know, like whoever it is, or if it's a bitch, you know, hey, get away from the homegirl.
Yeah.
But it was the fools, like, fuck it, doping them. And I'm waiting there for like a minute, and I'm like, nah, I told her just get the closest 24-pack, whether it's Tecate, Budweiser, Modelo, whatever. We're gonna drink whatever, fool. We're kids, you know?
Yeah, we'll drink anything. All right, give me some fucking old English. Fuck it.
Literally.
Yeah.
So, fool, I fucking... No, and usually we're socking fools. She's
Yeah.
not coming out. I'm drunk as fuck. I go in there. They have the homegirl, in Rite Aid, they sell ice cream. They
Yeah.
have the homegirl behind the ice cream part. She's like, Doknow, they're not letting me go, fool. And she's like, not crying, but she's like panicking.
Yeah.
And I
for
walk
sure.
in there and I'm drunk, and I'm like, ah.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, get out. But they didn't even fight us. They just got straight on, like,
Yeah.
They got like, everybody panicked. And some fool was like, shit. I'm like, bitch, fuck you.
Yeah, fuck
And
all
then we
that
just
shit.
ran out, but we didn't.
Oh, so it wasn't even no mission success?
No mission. But I saved the homegirl.
Yeah, you a real one
So
for
that was
that.
one of the
You a
ones.
real
And then
for that.
one time, have you seen Fast and the Furious?
Which one?
The first one ever.
I
Where they
think
have
so,
the shop.
yeah.
Where they have the shop.
Yeah.
When that fool
Okay.
gets down with Brian O'Connor.
Yeah, the beginning of the movie.
Okay, so one time, and I would never do. That was the first and last time I ever did that. Like steal from a mom and pop spot.
Ooh.
Like, but he said they're not really like they are mom and pops to that area, but like
Yeah.
we one time went in there and we just came up on some 40s and ran, and the dude chased us in his minivan.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, but after that, I told my old homies, they're like, fool, you don't know any better, don't steal from mom and pop spots. And I was like, okay.
Yeah.
After that, we just had the spot to go buy beer.
Ooh, that's smooth.
But we had a cut.
One time we had some Arabian guy run out on us, and he whipped out a baton and started fucking the homie's car up.
Yeah.
Start smacking the homie's car up. The homie was mad at us. The homie was like, man, what the fuck, man, blah, blah, blah. Like, bro, next time y'all use your car. He was out there tripping. Hey, and one of the homies almost got snatched up, too. His name's Kid, man. Free Kiddo.
Yeah.
Free Kiddo, man.
It
But
comes with it though. Fool. When you're
It
doing a beer
does,
run,
yeah.
like bro, like my brother-in-law and my sister, they were like professional beer runners. And one time some fool my sister was running out. My brother-in-law did a lot of time for this. They were kids too.
Yeah.
Like in and out juvenile hall, but my brother-in-law was running out. And I mean my sister was running out. The fool grabbed my sister's hair. And my brother-in-law socked him, but when he socked him, he had glasses. In the
Oh.
glass.
So what is it, like bodily injury, something
And,
like that?
and my brother-in-law did like he fought it for a while, but he did like a year in juvenile hall.
Oh,
like in
okay,
camp.
Okay.
But you know, like you obviously as a kid, but as an adult, you would have got probably
Yeah,
like
for sure.
Do you have any juvenile hall stories?
Nah, never been to juvenile hall
Nah?
before. Never been to juvenile hall before.
Damn, that's good.
Never
Your
been
homies
to
go in
juvenile
and
hall.
out, huh?
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. That's especially around that time. That's when a lot of house licks. We was all, it was the house lick. That's when it was popping.
Bro,
know.
they were setting
So
examples.
they were yeah, for sure. Wow, a lot of my peoples be bragging about me. A lot. Man, I get DMs every single day. I'm with your cousin, I'm with your homie, I'm with this fool, I'm with this fool, I'm with this fool. Like, man, hey, fool, they bump your shit all day in here. Like, they do this, they do that. I was with a homie that said he did this and this and this and that with you. And, can you confirm if that was real? Yeah, that happened, So just a lot of shit. I would say, like, 95% of my boys, are in and out. Constantly in and out.
Yeah.
I don't got not one homie that ain't in and out,
Yeah.
So it's like, for sure, I hear, man, they be telling me all the time, like, bro, your music's popping in here, like, you know?
I think, and even though like people are gonna look at it like, oh, but they're in prison, I'm like, bro, that's still like a blessing. Like people they have the opportunities to have phones and shit like that, and then it's like, boom, we got to do things like this. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's
for
always
sure.
a vibe. Because I be
for
getting
sure.
DMs from like,
Man, I be getting homies all the time calling me and shit like that. What's up, fool? I need a pen pal. man. Find me some females, man.
yeah,
Find
I've
me
seen
some
you post them
females.
before.
Yeah. I be like, man, I'm gonna try to do the best I can, man. She might be a little, but I'm gonna do what I gotta do for you, I'm gonna try, Try to make the homies' time as good as possible.
Yeah, nah, whatever. Like, I've had situations where, like, they're like, oh, I was locked up with, because where I grew up, like, you know, a lot of them fools are in jail, and I'll get a DM, like, yeah, say you were cool as fuck, like, you were a cool little kid. I was like, hell yeah. Like, I was doing my shit. I was just kicking it. I was living life, you know what I'm saying? I was a badass little kid. But I always get DMs like that, or, like, sometimes I get DMs from fools I was in the halls with. Yeah, and they're like, yeah, bro, I got life. And I'm like, damn. And you sit there like, God, and they're like, fool, you're doing your shit, perro. And I'm like, so things like that are a beautiful thing. But I want to thank you for coming. I feel like we had a great time.
For sure.
Shout out YG. Hopefully you guys come
Yeah, nah, we're going to get a track in, man. Mark my words, man. We're going to get
man,
that
shout
going.
out Jab Bandz.
Yes, sir.
When are you dropping your tape?
I'm hoping to drop that shit this weekend. Okay,
well, if it is,
Palm Trees and XDs coming out. Yes, sir. Palm Trees and XDs. Yes, sir.
Shout out Big Chief, the sponsor of this podcast.
We're going to be big chiefing, for sure.
Shout out Jab Bandz. He came through today.
Yes, sir.
Chiefed it up. He took 45 minutes, but...
Hey, man, you know, we fashionably late. You see what I got on, man?
It's fly.
Fly. Come on.
And shout out Big Chief. There's some good weed in there.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So make sure you puff it up. But thank you for coming.
Yeah, likewise. Thanks for having me. Yes, sir.
So I'm excited. And shout out your babies.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes,
shout out you. Shout out to San Bernadino, bitch, if you want to tap in with your boy. I don't have a haircut right now, like a little rough. I have to do a million things before today, but just know when I pull up, I'm going to be fly.
Sure, yeah, always.
You know
Come on,
shout
man.
out Jay. Make sure you guys go follow him. Go get the tape. It's out now.
Yes, sir.
And
yes, sir.
we out this motherfucker.
Yes, sir.